Yep, we're all back.
Okay, well, welcome back. And so now we'll just do a round of sharing how this practice, how you found it, and how it was for you. What is it? Let me see here. This is not cooperating. What is it? 30 seconds to 1 minute of
Yeah, 30 seconds for, because we have about 25 people.
to share, and then Edwin will do the closing. So I'll just call around based on what I see on my screen. Hillary, would you like to share how 30 seconds, how this has been for you?
Sure. I always enjoy giving back to the empathy community. And of course, it increases the empathy within me. I love seeing familiar faces and meeting new people. And I also love Dr. Darling's presentation with a focus on DEI. And my second favorite was Arno Jaff's, where he gave some prompts. Instead of asking, what are you doing? You ask, what are you feeling or what are you needing? So thank you for including me today. It was very well structured, and the website told us what to expect.
Thank you. Melanie, nice to see you. Go ahead. You
There we
can-
go. Yeah, I've got a cold, so I'm kind of keeping myself on mute in case I cough. And I just dropped in, and I was in and out, and I'm glad that I came because I actually learned a couple things. Like one thing I learned was that empathy wasn't even in the dictionary until 1951. I'm like mind blown. That was like an amazing piece of information. So we're like, I guess, the first generation empathists, and so it was a pleasure just hearing the couple speakers that I was able to hear and joining in the empathy circle for a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. Nice to see you. Jesse, nice to see you.
Thank you. Yes, me too. I hear so much new things about empathy, and always, every time I attend empathy circle and empathy summit, always give me great surprise that I learned so much more about empathy. So, also help me personally improve um, my journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. Becky?
This was my first empathy circle, and I look forward to doing more of them. Since it was my first, I don't have much experience with it, and so I was glad to get the Bill shared the link of the calendar, um, and of places to experience more of this.
Thank you. Yvonne?
I didn't realize we were going around to everybody.
All
Um,
right.
yeah, this was my first empathy circle, and I really also enjoyed hearing all the speakers, and it was very, I don't know, heartwarming, and I felt a lot of love coming through.
Thank you, Yvonne. Um, Bob?
It's always a joy to be part of an empathy circle and to be listened to and to connect with people around the globe. So grateful. And thank you, Edwin, and thank you all for keeping this movement going.
Mm. Maria, would you like to share how this summit was for you? The circle?
Yeah. Thank you. It was wonderful. I learned a lot about empathy and also about similar practices. And it was also really inspiring to see so many people from the empathy circle community here and sharing their experience. You're really amazing group.
Thank you. Beata. Beata, the two Beatas, Beata Kakowska.
So it was a great experience. As always, I took a lot of notes and I've learned a lot. Especially, it was interesting to learn about different approaches to empathy circles, different methodologies, and different definitions of empathy as well. And it was always nice to see the people that I met during the empathy circle facilitation training. And it was great to participate in the circle at the end. Especially, I always enjoy to participate in circles with people that I haven't met before, because that allows me to learn about new perspectives and experiences. Thank you.
Thank you. Veronica, would you like to share?
Most certainly. I am so excited to kick off a new year. I kind of got I did receive confirmation. I attended a holiday celebration, and one of the parting gifts from a host was a inspiration band. And my inspiration band said, "Be present." And so today I felt like I was able to be present for some new individuals that hadn't been in a circle before. And I'm just happy and glad to see our circle again.
Thank you. Thank you for the present. Thank you. Winona?
Oh, hello, thank you. This is the second meeting I've done with being involved in the circle. I participated in a couple of trainings to keep it brief, but I've been doing a deep dive into all sorts of ways to keep hope in our future of humanity. And so I'm really looking for connections between sociocracy, anarchy, social justice, abolition, all these movements that are to like solve the problems that capitalism, and maybe I'm going into this a lot, but I love this group is just so amazing, and like there's just techniques to communicate I think are foundational to actually like taking to the next level to helping solve those things. So I very much appreciate participating in this and all the input I hear, and your speaker panel was amazing, and yeah, and the orchestration of it was excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, Winona. Kyla? Kyla Friedman?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks for today. I lived in Santa Barbara a long time. I'm in Ecuador, aiming to come back with a big vision for the play I wrote based on the themes of fear of the other, divisiveness, and generational trauma. And I feel very reinforced as far as the community, the power of community, and overlapping desires to improve how people can understand each other. And hope to see you again. It was great. I love the circle we did today as well. The speakers, I'm going to try and connect with Yehuda, who said he was an actor and he has a school of empathy, and others. I wrote down names to connect with. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyla. Zahara? Zara? If you can turn on the camera, that would be nice, but if you can't, that's all right.
Hello. Sorry, my internet is not stable, therefore I could not open my camera. This is my first empathy circle meeting, and overall my experience is very wonderful. I really like the group activity, where purpose of where I realized you have more worth, you have more value when others listen you actively. I'm eager to attend more training and join this platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And I'm just curious, where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
Pakistan. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Salvador, we have Mexico.
And I'm glad that I'm here today. And thank you, everybody, for your sharings. I feel very joyful. And I want to share three expressions that came to me: a new hope, new energy, new life. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yehuda?
Well, I'm in Central Europe, and I don't know about you guys, but we here, many of us, very worried about what's happening in America today. And this is one of the best things that I heard coming from America today. So you give me hope that lots of good things happen in America too. We don't hear so much about them. We mostly hear the bad news. So good for America, and give us hope and blessings on Empathy Circles. I'm very glad I was a part of it.
Thank you, Yehuda. Thank you. Thank you for your presentation too. Maureen?
Yes, I'm from Europe too. I'm so worried about the Eastern situation there. And yeah, it was lovely catching up again with the empathy circles. I think I've been a part of it for many years, and I've been missing in recent years. So it was a kind of a revival for me again today. And now we have a calendar, so we will be able to see where empathy circles are happening, and we will be able to join in. I suppose I also learned today from somebody that you can also take an initiative and set up an empathy circle oneself. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. Thank you. Welcome. Tina?
Thank you. Thank you, Edwin, and everyone that helped made this empathy circle possible. It's probably my favorite one. They're all so great. So I think for me, I'm looking forward to posting about today's summit, and I appreciate the opportunity to share space with everyone I was able to speak with today. And also, it reminds me how challenging it is to understand another person's perspective or thoughts or emotions, understanding capacity for empathy. Just I had a wonderful time. So thank you. And I look forward to the next summit.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tina. Ingrid, would you like to share?
Yes, I just really love this community. I love how people come and want to spend their time to think and talk and share about empathy. It's really the smallest common denominator that we have as people, and I just can't say enough about this community. I'm so happy that you all came. Thank you.
Thank you, Ingrid. The smallest and maybe the greatest common denominator.
My math is not whatever. You know what I mean.
Daniel?
Yeah, I keep thinking about the connection between music and empathy circles. And yesterday, while I was driving, I thought, in a way, music is a structured form of relating to each other. It's just like we have a structure here that makes it easier to really connect and relate to each other and to be authentic with each other. Music, in a way, is exactly that. People get together and they agree on certain base rules, and because they agree on them, they can become one in the activity of making music with each other. And so I think the power is tremendous. It's just really, really, really something else. And I feel like we're just sticking our fingers a little bit in it, and we go like, oh, this is pretty powerful, but there's an energy source behind it that's far beyond what we know as human beings yet. And so I have great hopes that this can move at some point like a critical mass type of thing really quickly.
Thank you, Daniel. Ruth, would you like to share?
Yeah, I think one of those powerful forces is Mr. Edwin Rush, because without him, we wouldn't be all together. And being in the empathy circle room today, there was such a strong presence with everybody, and I really appreciate, what was it, Daniel, Veronica, and Salvador, and let's see, how do you pronounce your name? Sorry, I'm going to have to go to the next page. Where are you? I can't find you. Anyway, there was one, there you are, Winona. I want to thank you all for the authentic empathy circle. It really meant a lot to me today. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see, Arno.
Yep. It's great to see your smiling face, Jana. That's always makes me happy. And I'm really fortunate that I met Edwin, that I live in Santa Barbara, that we've got a community here that is meeting every Sunday to do empathy circles and spreading the word. And it was really powerful today, and I feel 1,000% better than when I started. So thanks.
Thank you, Arno. Thank you for your kind word. Zach, have you spoken yet?
Not yet. Yeah, I just want to say for our friends outside of the United States that empathy circles alone isn't going to fix our democracy, but we do have a really wonderful and simple way that makes it more comfortable and more sustainable and just more straightforward for people to participate in our democracy and in democratic processes. And so I really appreciate, all of our friends, outside the United States. I share the concerns with you, and I think there are a lot of very concrete steps going forward the next 20 years, right? My mind says the next 20, 30 years of work in terms of continuing to protect and defend our existing democratic systems, but to continue building and establishing more and more democratic systems in government, in nonprofits, as well as for-profit companies, right? And how we operate our economy as well in our workplaces. So anyway, thank you all for being here, and I really look forward to continue working with everyone on, specifically, let's use empathy circles in driving more and more democratic process. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Zach. Kara, have you spoken yet?
I would just echo the hope that I heard. There are 27 people in this room right now who are actively engaging in spreading empathy in the world. How can that not give you hope, right? And that does not mean that we have to agree on what empathy is, or even how to do it, or what is the best way to spread it. But we all came and we did an empathy circle together, and we said, "Yep, more of that." And that that's enough for me today.
Thank you, Kara. Bill?
Yeah, I just want to express my gratitude also for people coming from other countries for whom English may not be the first language. So it takes a certain amount of bravery to do that, and I really honor that, and I really appreciate that, and it really enriches my life. And what I find with the empathy circle is that it's kind of like an inoculation between all the media things that I have to kind of sort through every day. So I meet people like you all, and I realize, well, that's not quite true. And I feel better. So thank you in participating in my own healing. Thank you.
Bill, thank you. Thank you for doing the trainings and for being here. Thank you. Jonathan? Jonathan?
Oh, thank you. Well, I was very grateful to be here, and like it was said before, it's so encouraging to see a large group of people come together to empathize with each other. What I'd like to remind everyone is to save the chat. There's 3 little dots should be there somewhere. And you find the dots and then press save. There's a lot of valuable links there. And on that note, I'll say thank you all.
Doodles.
Thank you. Thank you. Jonathan's been dutifully doing the chat for us for summit after summit. Thank you so much. And who else here? Edwin? So I'll just say I'm the last one. Has anyone not shared? Have I missed anyone? I don't think so. So I just really love empathy circles, and I am thankful to everybody who participated in the empathy circle today, and especially for staying for this part of the empathy circle, which I just was a cause for joy for me, and I love this community, and thank you so much. And Edwin, you can share how this
Okay.
circle was for you and closing.
Yeah, and do the closing too. So, yeah, thanks everyone for taking part. For me, it just gives me hope to see, like Kara was saying, there's 27 people here all thinking about how to build a more empathic society, and that can just keep growing. And part of growing is just taking the next steps. And one of the next steps is if you want to save, the links, you can, as Jonathan was saying, there's 3 dots in the chat where you can just click on that, then it does the save. We have, if you just go down the list in the chat, number 2 is fill out the Empathy Summit feedback form. So you can share, how it was for you to help us improve it. Our next Empathy Summit is April 15th, and there's a link to it there. We're going to be doing, as I mentioned at the very beginning, ongoing series. We're really focusing on the empathy circle as a practice. So we'll be doing maybe 3 to 4 of these summits a year. And point number 7 is to be a future speaker in the Empathy Summit. So, you can just contact me and get on the calendar just to share. You can share your personal stories, like, several people here did, just, share how the empathy circle has impacted you, or you can go into the history or, deeper intellectual insights or, techniques or what have you, or other practices built on the empathy circle. So we're pretty open to anything, related to the empathy circle that you can, continue. Let me just do one thing here, spotlight. Yeah, I just want to spotlight myself for the recording. And then also there's another link is number 4 is the Empathy Center's website. So you can check that website that gives links to all the other different projects that we're doing. And we have the next Empathy Circle facilitation training, which Bill is leading. That starts next Saturday, January 11th. And there's a link there to it. Do you want to just say a few words about it, Bill? Just the training coming up online?
Yeah, we ask for 2 prerequisite circles. This is one on Thursday at 6 o'clock Pacific time. We also have a drop-in cafe. And so you can just go there. So if you've attended this and you attend Thursday, you've met the requirement. There's a link to the application and Best Empathy. And the last thing I'll say, it'll be the best experience of your life.
Thanks for that encouragement, Bill. And let's see what we have. Also, number 6 on the list there for next steps is the schedule for empathy circles worldwide. So we have a Google calendar, and anyone, if you're holding an empathy circle, or there's a bunch of people just holding empathy circles, we give you permission to add your events to the calendar. So you can just go to that link and just see all the different circles that are being held. And if you want to get on the calendar, just contact me and I'll kind of help set that up, edwinrutch@gmail.com. And I think that's it. I think I had myself remove spotlight. Let me just wanted to get a gallery view here. I'd like to get a picture. If you have your cameras off, if you could turn them on, want to get a final shot of applause hands for everybody. It's always great to capture that and post it to the website. And so thank you for taking part, and we'll see you again next time we're in a circle, and look forward to it. Keep building that empathy movement. And thank you so much.
Adios.
Everyone.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.